Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Gitasha Sharma. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Friday, the 1st of July. First indigenously built aircraft inducted into Indian Air Force. Amid spate of attacks on minorities, another Hindu priest hacked to death in Bangladesh. And now for all the details. In a major milestone in the military aviation of the country, the first squadron of the indigenously built light combat aircraft Tejas was inducted into the Indian Air Force with 2 fighter planes joining the force in a ceremony in India's southern Bengaluru city.
The Indian Air Force inducted the first squadron of the indigenously made light combat aircraft or LCA Tejas into its fleet. An induction ceremony to induct 2 Tejas aircrafts was held at the Aircraft Systems Testing Establishment or ASTE in southern Bengaluru city on Friday, which included religious prayers. The Tejas aircraft will be a part of the new squadron Flying Daggers 45, which will get remaining 18 aircrafts by 2018.
That there is no doubt it will be the best fighter plane, and we've all worked together. It's synergy. Nobody else single-handedly can do this. The QRs were made. We had to change at times so as to get the best product for the country and for the Air Force. And I think we have achieved that.
Government-owned Hindustan Aeronautics Limited or HAL, which is making the aircraft, has the capacity to produce 4 Tejas planes a year. According to officials of the Defence Ministry, the plan is to increase production capacity to 8. Captain Madhav Rangachari, who performed a sortie with Tejas at the induction ceremony, said the aircraft was best in class.
Okay, the fly-by-wire of this aircraft is excellent. Next to the fly-by-wire is the avionics. The avionics is contemporary, state-of-the-art and comparable to any modern fighter in the world today. The third and most important part of the aircraft is its indigenous composition. At least 70% of the aircraft is indigenous as of today.
The single-seat Indian fighter is considered superior to counterparts like the JF-17 aircraft jointly built by China and Pakistan. The commissioning of the India-made fighter planes comes more than 3 decades after LCA went into development.
Pakistan has asked India to provide more evidence for early completion of the 2008 Mumbai attacks trial, in which Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Taiba leader Zaki-ur-Rahman Lakhvi is the main accused. Indian experts have slammed Pakistan, claiming it is an excuse to delay the judicial process. A report.
Six years into the trial, Pakistan has demanded additional evidence from India to speed up the deadly Mumbai 2008 terror attack trial, in which 166 people lost their lives. Pakistan Foreign Office spokesman Nafiz Zakaria said that the government had written to India asking for additional evidence to draw an early conclusion of the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks. Zakaria, however, did not specify when the letter was sent to the Indian government. New Delhi has denied receiving any fresh letter from the Pakistan government.
The Pakistan Foreign Affairs spokesman has claimed that their Foreign Secretary has written to our Foreign Secretary. No fresh letter has been received in this regard. What he has been referring to is a letter that was written in September last year. Our Foreign Secretary had replied to that letter. We keep hearing in the media about the so-called list of 24 witnesses which are required by Pakistan to progress the Mumbai case trial. But so far we have not received any communication from Pakistan conveying the details of these 24 people.
Analysts, however, claim that it is another attempt by Pakistan to stall the judicial process to bring the perpetrators, including mastermind of the attack, Lashkar-e-Taiba leader Zaki-ur-Rahman Lakhvi, to justice.
As far as India is concerned, everything under the sun has been handed over to Pakistan in series of dossiers. They are in no mood whatsoever to take appropriate action against those people, for the simple reason Musharraf said they are their strategic assets, they are their national heroes.
On November 26, 2008, 10 Pakistani militants entered Mumbai from the Arabian seafront and went on a carnage, killing 166 people, including 6 Americans, and injuring over 300 people.
Another Hindu priest was hacked to death in Bangladesh on Friday. The 45-year-old temple worker was killed while he was preparing for morning prayers. This is the latest in the series of attacks on religious minorities.
Shyamananda Das, a Hindu temple priest, was killed by 3 men on motorcycle in the southwestern district of Jhenaiya. Police said he was hacked on the neck several times with machetes. The manner of the attack was similar to previous suspected militant killings. This is the second such attack on a Hindu priest in a month.
আমাকে বাবাজি মঠেতে গেটেতে বেরিয়ে দাঁড়াইছিল দাঁড়াই ফুল তুলতে আসছে ঝাঁকি নিয়ে ফুল তুলতে এসে হাত ধরে তা টেনে দিয়ে খানিক দূর টেনে দিয়ে তার মাথায় প্রথম কোপ মারার পর তার ঘাড়ে কোপ মারে সে পড়ে যায় পড়ে গেলে সে মোটামুটি কথা মেলা লোকজন যখন হুটো করা ফুটে গেছে চেঁচাইছে তখন ওরা মোটরসাইকেলে মাগুরা মুখ ধাওয়া দিয়ে
This comes as the Bangladesh authorities last month launched a major crackdown arresting thousands of people in order to curb such attacks. Over 40 people have been killed since February 2013 in attacks mostly blamed on or claimed by local Islamic State militants. The victims were secular bloggers, academics, gay rights activists, and members of religious minorities.
Federal Alliance, which is demanding amendments in Nepal's new constitution, has alleged that the government is trying to create divide among the 28 political parties that form the coalition.
Federal Alliance, a coalition of 28 political parties, has been protesting against the newly promulgated constitution in Kathmandu for more than 2 months now. The coalition, which is formed by Madhesi-based parties and other ethnic political parties, is presently on a relay hunger strike in the capital, demanding equal representation on the communities in the constitution. The leaders, however, allege that instead of solving the prolonged issue, the KP Sharma Oli-led government is trying to break the unity of the coalition by only inviting Madhesi Morcha leaders for talks who are part of the alliance.
ये गठबंधन जो है इसी में हम लोग मोर्चा है और अभी आंदोलन हम लोग गठबंधन से कर रहे हैं। गठबंधन मोर्चा ने ही बनाया, मोर्चा का ही ये उत्पादन है। इसलिए गठबंधन में जब आज हम लोग सब मिल गए हैं तो हम लोगों को फिर से फोड़ने का काम नहीं हो रहा जी के द्वारा और हम लोगों को एकत्रित रहने दिया जाए और हम लोगों को गठबंधन के नाम से ही बुलाया जाए।
The Kathmandu-centric demonstration is aimed at pressurizing the government to address demands of the unsatisfied groups, who have vowed to continue their protest until their cries are heard. 36 rounds of meetings have been held between the government and the Madhesi leaders, but have failed to strike any deal.
The culture and traditions of India are best reflected during festivals. India's northern Lucknow city dons different look during the holy month of Ramadan.
The city of Lucknow in India's northern Uttar Pradesh province comes alive during the holy month of Ramadan. The nights in the city of Nawabs take a festive atmosphere with people bustling in the market.
रमजान की ये सब बरकतें ही चल रही हैं जो इस समय आदमी ऐसे शहरी के बाद या रोज़ा इफ्तार के बाद डायरेक्ट जो मार्केट शॉपिंग करता है, शॉपिंग करने के बाद जो खरीदारी करने के बाद खाने आता है.
Freshly cooked delectable non-vegetarian dishes ranging from kebabs, biryani, nihari kulcha and tandoori chicken to the mouth-watering kulfi faluda, a milk-based sweet delicacy can be found at eateries in the night.
भीड़ ज़्यादा होती है, लड़कों को 16-16 घंटे की ड्यूटी है और रात 1 बजे बिल्कुल रात को 1-1 बजे तक आप देखेंगे गाड़ियाँ आती रहती हैं, ग्राहक होते हैं, पूरा रौनक मेला शॉपिंग चलती है तो लोगों की डिमांड होती है कि हम देर तक खुले रहें, जितनी डिमांड आए उसको हम पूरा करते रहें.
Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar, during which Muslims do not consume food or water from dawn till dusk. They start their day with sehri, a pre-dawn meal, and end it with iftar in the evening. The month of fasting culminates with the festival of Eid ul-Fitr, which takes place either 29 or 30 days after the beginning of the month.
The northeastern region of India is rich with ethnic culture, tradition and exotic way of life. The bounty of its music and sartorial was presented at an event called Colors of Northeast in India's showbiz capital, Mumbai. Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. First indigenously built aircraft inducted into Indian Air Force. Amid spate of attacks on minorities, another Hindu priest hacked to death in Bangladesh. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time next week. Have a great weekend. Good night.